Previously on Life is Rich, Bonnie went to Maine, took a workshop from a CBS News producer.
You work with the best and the brightest. You can call up anybody.
Tried and failed to have an affair.
You have a beautiful accent.
Well, thank you.
Guess where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Are you single?
And made a couple new friends, Carol and her partner Meredith. In fact, we'd been having such a good time at the workshop that being kidnapped seemed like a really good idea.
Mare, take her off my hands. Shoving her in the car.
You could push me, just don't hurt me.
Get her in there. Push her head down.
I was caught in the moment, and Carol is one of those really persuasive people. She was like, "Come to Brunswick with us. We're staying with my friend Kathy. She's an artist too. She'll love you." No, it's not imposing. What did I have to lose? So I called home and told my husband I was spending the weekend with a group of lesbians I barely knew.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, have a great time.
Okay.
Why isn't he a little worried? He's just being supportive, right? Whatever. Old Bonnie would obsessively analyze this, but new Bonnie is a free spirit. Free to do things I'd never try at home. Free to find my inner artist in Christina's world. So we finally get to Kathy's and it was beautiful. No cable TV, but even better, there was going to be an art critique and I was going to be part of it. This was so not suburban.
I'm working in the area between representation and abstraction. And so I keep it an abstract painting. Like this one, I went a little too far over into illustrating the idea. It's not really an abstract painting.
Keeps reminding me of something.
That one. Maybe Philip Guston.
Oh, okay.
So I guess my question is, if there's a painting with whirling dervish clerics who could be nuns from the Middle Ages, like this orange one, and if there's like a giant pinky, salmon-colored mashed potato hill. Can anyone else say that? If that's true, is there a period or something in history that you're referring to?
No.
And it's not like from novels or books or anything?
No.
Mashed potato hill. See, I see that as water and sand.
And this is a promontory going out into the water.
Yeah. But if you explain it to me another way, then I'd see it your way and I wouldn't stop looking at it that way. Yeah, hi honey, could you do me a favor? Yeah, I need you to Google Philip Guston promontory and the meaning of mashed potatoes in modern art for me. The magic of camp was quickly fading away. And the next day, as we walked around Bowdoin College and browsed in the little shops in town, I started to feel really homesick. I got all teary while we were in a card shop. It was just crazy. So, Carol, she actually bought this card for me, Live to the Point of Tears. And it says, "Dear Bonnie, this card might seem to refer to living life close to sorrow, but you are filled with the possibility of laughter. Happy birthday to my new friend who makes me smile. Love, Carol." So, unfortunately, I don't really think I made anybody smile today, but it was very sweet of her to give me this card. But I don't know. I'm kind of ready to go home. Maybe I should have just flown home wondering how it would have been. Because in my fantasy version, I'm much smarter and funnier. Anyways, we headed to the local lobster shack that night for dinner. Very authentic and right on the water. I was hoping I could win everyone over with the bottle of local blueberry wine I'd brought.
It has a bite to it. Okay. Blueberry.
It's a bit of a carbonation to it.
I think it goes really
Something.
nicely with the cheese.
Luckily, even bad wine makes you tipsy, and the dinner conversation was very relaxed.
You see, Carol and Kathy used to be suburban moms too. Lesbian Artist was part 2 of their lives. So they wondered about the greater purpose of my travels.
It's about my dream to meet Katie Couric and who I meet on the journey in my dream to meet Katie Couric.
This made about as much sense to Kathy as Philip Guston had to me.
This person you want to meet is a newscaster?
Yeah, Katie Couric, yeah.
Couric?
Couric.
What's so great about her?
Her and Ellen DeGeneres, they seem like they could live next door to you. They have this very friendly quality, even though of course they wouldn't live next door to you. That's, I think, why they're so popular. And that's their appeal to me, is they seem real, even though they aren't.
Yeah.
And they're really famous.
But you know who does live next door to me? Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep lives next door to you?
We go in the back of our apartment and we can see into where she eats breakfast. She eats grape nuts for breakfast.
You're kidding me. Why, she lives on...
12th Street and I live on 13th.
That's New York for you.
Yeah.
And have you ever had the chance to say hi to her or anything?
Yeah, I've seen her 3 times in the neighborhood. She has a really big ass.
Yeah, can you explain something to me? Is she hefty or not?
She is. Oh my God. I can't believe you want to meet her. I would so much rather meet you than her. Ugh. What about Diane Sawyer?
No.
Why?
She doesn't, like, Katie Couric has this persona.
What? You say Couric.
Couric?
But it's Kirk.
Couric, whatever. Katie Couric.
See, Kathy doesn't know who Katie Couric is, but she could correct me on the pronunciation. Clearly, I was pining over the wrong blonde celebrity.
I was in a store and I saw that Martha Stewart was there at the counter next to me. And I was so excited. I really couldn't get over it.
But ultimately, Kathy understood my true goal.
I see, but it's just sort of an example of getting out of our own lives.
And I had gotten out of my own routine suburban life this weekend. At times I felt like a moron, but I got over it. And discovering I couldn't keep up with intellectual art banter was no big deal, because in the end, they validated my desire to make movies. Kathy was happy to be in front of the camera, and Carol behind it. But when I got home, I felt changed and strangely unsettled. So a week later, I jumped in my car and drove to New York.